like God's got the lottery. How much is it this week? Powerball, how much is it this week?
60 million.
60 million. And it's like, oh yes, everyone's got to get in there, because we're all going to win it. And sometimes in church people are like that. It's like, oh, maybe today is going to be my lucky day. God's going to touch me. No. There's no such thing as luck in God. The Bible says it's His commitment. As we talked about around the table of the Lord this week, that's a covenant table. It's a covenant table. It's like God has made an agreement that's set in His Word. It's sealed in the blood of His Son, Jesus Christ, that God loves you and God will do whatever He can for you when you require it, as you need it. But sometimes we've got to get ourselves in the right kind of thinking and the right kind of space and the right kind of heart attitude for God to do what He needs to do. We're not ready for God to do some of those things. We want God to do some of those things sometimes. We're not actually ready for it. Persistence and perseverance will get you to your goal. Luke 21 verse 19. Stand firm and you will win life. Oh, I like that. Came across that verse. I underlined that in my Bible. Stand firm and you will win life. Who wants to win life? Forget about winning the Powerball. Who cares about that? That'll just bring you heartache and misery. I guarantee it. Some people think, well, that's going to solve all my problems. No. It'll bring you 60 million problems to your door, I guarantee it. 1 Corinthians 15:58 says, therefore, my dear brothers and sisters, stand firm. Let nothing move you. Nothing. Always give yourself fully to the work of the Lord, because you know that your labour in the Lord is not in vain. Now, I'm not saying if you're banging your head against a brick wall and it's not working, keep on doing that. That's dumb. But when you're believing for a fresh start, who knows that sometimes God can give you creative ideas and creative ways of doing things and bringing change to a situation. That verse says you'll labour in the Lord. When you labour in the Lord, it's never in vain. I tell you what, I've laboured in myself plenty of times. I've struggled, I've strived on myself plenty of times. You know, when your labour is in the Lord, yeah, this is what annoys me the most about what Jesus said. Jesus said, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. But you know, we don't understand how hard I'm trying here, God. God says, well, stop trying. Just start believing. Just start being who I said you are. Just start expecting. Failure is only failure when you fail to persevere, when you give up. Don't give up, get up. Believe that Christ is in you. Let me keep going here for a minute. I need to sort of get through this. 5 minutes to finish. Just let me go back to the seed analogy for a moment. If we watered the seed, the faith seed in our life, as much as we watered the fear seed, guess what we have? Faith. Faith. Yeah, with Joshua, it took 40 years of them living through the wilderness for God to try and get the fear seed out of them, and for them to get to a place where they're ready to actually start to plant the faith seed. See, when fear says it's hopeless, don't water it. Spray with weed killer. When fear says it's hopeless, faith says, in God I hope. What are you watering right now in your life? Are you watering the faith seed, or are you watering the fear seed? I remember when we were on the farm in Lamaroo, I was getting into the whole garden thing, and we had this nice vegetable garden, and I had these few plants come up in this vegetable garden, and I was watering them away, and they were coming up really nice, and they had flowers and everything, until someone came along and said to me, what are you growing that for? I said, well, what is it? It's a weed. And sometimes in our lives, we're growing things, we have no idea what they are, but actually, something that's actually, it's a wrong thing to put our attention and our focus on it. Yes, one of our friends went to South Africa, and she got, in South Africa, she was amazed that they were selling soursop over there in pot, as a pot plant. David says in Psalm 56 verse 3, when I am afraid, I will trust in you. I will trust in you. It's not saying I'm not going to have fear, because every one of us are going to have fear at times in our life to confront us. But it's saying when those kind of things come, I'm going to trust in you. So one, plant a different seed to get a fresh start. Two, persevere at it. Number three, quickly I'm going to finish this up, says, get all the help you can get. Get all the help. If you're serious about making a fresh start, learn to actually understand that sometimes you actually don't need others to stand alongside of you, with you, to help you keep going in the journey. 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 11 says, therefore encourage one another and build each other up, just as in fact you're doing. Hebrews 10 verse 23 says, let us hold unswervingly to the hope we profess. That's that perseverance. For he who promised is faithful. And let us consider, verse 24, how we may spur one another on towards love and good deeds. Do you need someone to spur you on? Do you? I do. I need someone to spur me on. Actually, sometimes they give you a kick up the backside and say, come on, what are you doing? Stop, stop being like that. Change, get up. Do something. Joshua went through that. Before they even went across the Jordan River, some of them said, two tribes said to Joshua, hey Joshua, we actually like it on this side. We actually think we're going to set up things. We're going to set up on this side. We don't, we've had enough of fight, we've had enough, challenge. We just want to take it easy. And then Joshua had to remind them, actually guys, God promised us that we were going to go into the promised land, and that all our fighting men are going to go with us. So you can do that, but first of all, we're going to face this challenge together. See, sometimes there are things that you can't face on your own. Sometimes you need others around you who are going to stand with you and believe with you, be able to help you to face the challenges that you face in life and actually achieve that fresh start. We need others to spur us on, to stand with us and encourage us. And I'm going to leave it there because my time's gone. I don't want to sort of go anywhere else with this, because I think we've achieved what we want to achieve this morning. Let me just say it again. To get a fresh start in your life, can you check out the seed box? Can you check